My name is Vikram Sethi. I'm the director for the Institute for Defense Studies and Education here at Wright State University. I have been here since 2003 when I joined Wright State University as the department chair in Information Systems and Operations Management in the Raj College of Business. Several years into that position, one of the realizations that the university and I had was that there was a need to develop a core center or institute at the university that could cater completely to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base and to the Department of Defense. And so I transitioned from the College of Business to the establishment of the institute, which I run and direct today. The institute is one of its kind in the country. In fact, when we were looking at what might be a good mechanism, an effective mechanism by which we can take a look at how do we create new programs. And the reason for creating for new programs is a lot of the educational capabilities that the government needs today are not embedded in classical four-year programs or graduate programs. What we realized is that there is a need to bring together different components, different ways to package undergraduate, graduate, and professional education programs, because these professionals at working for the government are cross-disciplinary. They work in different areas, they need different capabilities, and they need them today. The Institute organizes and delivers short-term executive education programs for the Department of Defense. There are counterpart programs that we deliver under the Center for Professional Education, but focused on the DoD and on the Department of Defense and Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. We have several programs that are designed to bring together a comprehensive set of knowledge and skills in a very short period of time. What we realized coming into the Institute and the development of the Institute was that many of the participants within the government are not going to have the luxury of taking 2-year and 1-year graduate degree programs. It just, the environment is too fast moving to afford them the luxury of being at one place to be able to take a traditional graduate program. While those capabilities are there within Wright State University, what we realized was that if we could bring together a core, an essence of body of knowledge that could be delivered within a short time period to the people who actually need that knowledge the most, and bring only those set of pieces which they need right then for their job, then we would be providing a value-added program. So one of the programs that we started with, the Institute really started with, was a 1-week executive education program in integrated supply chain management, which was targeted at logisticians and supply chain professionals within the Air Force. Beginning with the Air Force, it has now expanded to include all of the services and the Guard and in most components within the Department of Defense. We run that program 6 times a year. And that program brings together logisticians and supply chain professionals from around the world who are serving our military. These individuals are in the field, they are active duty, they are civilians in the Air Force or in the Department of Defense, and are doing very key strategic work to support the nation and to support our military mission. Their coming together here in Dayton represents not just a milestone in their professional education, but also presents a challenge to us on how do we deliver in a 1-week time frame the right knowledge to these people who are doing this critical work. So we had to spend a lot of time developing the program very early on so that we know that when they leave as supply chain professionals, not as the very specific niche roles that they play, such as transportation or warehousing or other types of roles that they play within what they do. They leave as broad-minded individuals who have a holistic set of knowledge that they can take back to their workplace. And it is amazing how they blend together. We have people who've come into us from Korea, from Qatar, from Bahrain, from London. They are all in the same field, but they are all looking at things differently. In this 1 week, not just by the presentations by the faculty, but through field visits, through casework, through looking at examples of successes and failures, this group gels together. They come together so fast that it's amazing to see that these individuals are not the same when they leave as the ones who came in at the beginning of the program.
Hi, my name is Pete Hager. I am the Director of Central Services for the City of Dayton. I'm also a graduate of a Master of Science degree program here at Wright State University in Logistics and Supply Chain Management. I've had the opportunity to participate in the Executive Certificate program that's offered by the Institute of Defense Studies and Education at Wright State as well. So I've had the opportunity to participate in a couple of different programs that Wright State offers and to experience the different levels of education that it does, that it performs, tailored to specific audiences. I've had the opportunity also to interact with a number of students, both as their cohort while I was taking programs, but also as I've come out at different times to see what Wright State is doing and to see the new students who are coming through these programs and to interact with them. What I've seen is that Wright State is attracting great minds, literally from around the globe, who are engaged in civil defense for our nation, but also using the knowledge base that Wright State has here in its faculty to teach things that are of strategic value, not only in national defense and in commerce, like logistics and supply chain management, but also in terms of some of the strategic initiatives that the City of Dayton is performing and relying on its partners in its universities and institutions of higher education. So when the City of Dayton is, as a key strategy, working to grow industries here, to grow companies here, whether it be through the RFID Center at Techtown in the City of Dayton, or through the Entrepreneurial Center that the City of Dayton has. What I see Wright State doing is teaching people from around the globe and what these technologies are, how they can make a difference in their everyday lives, in industry, in defense, and around the world, literally. And that's a pretty exciting thing to see happening right here in the Dayton region.
One of the reasons that the Institute has become successful is not because of things that we do right in the Institute, it is what the region has done well for itself. When we look at supply chain management, there are more assets in place in this region than I believe there are in any city in this country, and that is why the program becomes so successful to be offered here in the Dayton region. All of our participants, we take them on field visits. We have them look at working assets such as distribution centers in this region. What is remarkable in these assets is that not only do they get to see the academic principles at play during the week, they get to see them in practice at the end of the day and at the end of the week every day. You cannot do this at all universities, you cannot do that in all cities, and that is one of the remarkable capabilities that this region has built for itself, which is why the success in logistics and supply chain management will always be there, because it's not just a university, it is the university partnered with all of the wonderful assets in this region that make it remarkable.
Anytime that you're able to increase a knowledge base in a community, you're going to have greater qualified candidates for any kind of employment opportunities that may exist, particularly as it relates to technological employment and higher technology, RFID technologies at Techtown, some of the technology companies that are being incubated at our Entrepreneurial Center. Anytime that you can better qualify potential candidates for those positions, you're actually increasing the potential of hiring people from right here in the Dayton community.
And for Wright State University to be the center for the development of these type of skills is very natural, simply because of where we are located and our close proximity to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. And what it does is brings together a set of skills out of the base into the university, from the university into the community, and helps us create a body of excellence that knows this field better than everybody else.